Hey everyone, how are you doing? Oh, mercy. No, no, I know what you're thinking. No, no, I'm not suffering from a hangover. I'm suffering from a fare over. There's total difference. Total difference. It's like it, it's this is the first weekend I've ever done two fairs at the same time. So that was really strange. Really, really strange. Very strange moment. I'm doing I'm doing okay. This may be a short episode tonight, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm still kind of waking up. Still a little sleep over the weekend, but I'm still very proud of what we all accomplished, both through the Norman Medieval Fair online and what I managed to do at Sherwood Forest Fair this weekend. So a lot of fun, but boy, am I tired. Boy, am I tired. Oh yeah. So hey, Kathy and Brad and Jan, great to see you. Hope things are going well. Um, yeah, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So yes. For those of you that don't know, we at Life's Affair were in charge of streaming the Norman Medieval Fair, which is a huge deal. They've been around since what I think something like 1979, and just they're it's an interesting fair because it's on the University of Oklahoma campus, and it has it unlike a lot of fairs that own their land and their permanent structures and do that. It's never been that, but it's a huge fair that has been going on forever. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. I uh, really a lot of excitement there, and yeah, it is just really fascinating. Oh, and Janine says that she's not seeing it on Facebook, but no, now she's there. Okay, that's good. That's good. Ah, I know. Hey, Jeremy. Cool. Great to see you. Yeah. Speaking of, Jeremy had a lot of stuff for the Norman Medieval Fair, so definitely something to check out. You get to see a lot of Fugly on there, so very good, very cool, and a lot of different stuff too. Some very traditional, some not, and that's always good when you have some uh, variants in there and a lot of cool stuff. But a lot of other groups as well, so really good. So definitely something to check out. Oh, 77. Laisha is telling me that it's 1977 when Norman started. I knew it was in the late 70s, but I'm going to forgive myself right now because I'm not entirely conscious. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Oh man. And yeah, Jeremy's right. Go see the shows. They are still online. You can go to Norman's Facebook page or YouTube channel and check them out. And a lot of great stuff. Um, Out many hours of great material and everything from Renaissance puppets to great music groups to some history and information and just a lot of cool stuff. So definitely something to see. Oh, I forgot the Raptors. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely the some really good bird stuff too. Always, always gotta love the birds. Oh yeah, and Liz says thanks for putting that together. Yeah, it that definitely, and thanks to all the performers and the cast and everybody who got all the videos together too. That was a lot of work that took a long time to get going, and everybody coming together to do that for an online fair like it was. That was just huge. So everybody deserves a huge pat on the back for that. So yeah, that was yeah everybody involved. It was a huge undertaking and a lot of fun and a great experience. But like I said, I'm a little tired because I kind of did two fairs in one weekend. That is so weird. Um, yeah, it's really strange. I got everything prepped for Norman and got it set up where a friend of mine just had to kind of could monitor it and start the stream going. He was well acquainted with OBS and all of that and got it all ready to go and wonderfully done. But yeah, I mean, it was really strange because I did like 90% of the work that I normally do in a situation like that, and at the same time was going and doing Sherwood Forest Fair. So yeah, I've learned a lot from that experience. Definitely get more sleep. I think that's the first thing I learned. Uh, yeah, yeah. Oh, and hey, Drew, great to see you. No worries, no worries. I'm just recovering from what I call my fair over because I had did two fairs in one weekend, one online and one in one in person. So yeah, that kicked my butt. I'm just gonna say it. I'm uh, I'm kind of awake. Okay, I think I'm starting to adjust to the lights here just a little. I'm gonna try this. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. We're trying. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can do this. Wow, that's bright. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, like we said before, for those of you that are just joining us, yeah, go check out the Norman Medieval Fair online because it is on YouTube or Facebook, and it was just really, really good job from a lot of different people coming together to make it happen. And yeah, and thanks to some of the people from Life's Affair, people who watch it and everything, going out to the in-person part of Norman and going out and enjoying some of the food out there because they did have a food set up there where you could go and enjoy food out there. Oh, right. Don't worry, I'm like halfway caught up on my sleep for the last week, so I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that vote of confidence. So yes, there's that. Let's see what else happened last week. Oh right, if for those of you that didn't know or didn't check it out, I think I mentioned it last Monday. I was started on this current season of Nat 21, which is a online gaming group that shows their everybody has a lot of fun, and I think I'm in for this series of 6 or 7 episodes, something like that. And last week was the first one of that. Since Paulo Garbanzo, he runs that and does a great job with it. And we've worked with him a little bit on that before. Some of you might remember a little game show we did last year with gaming that we put together. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, that was a great time. And yeah, I'm going to be doing it again tomorrow night. So you can check that out at Nat21, and we'll have links for that. And yeah, Liz is saying the food was fantastic. That is awesome. Yes, I've heard really good things about the food, and I'm sorry I missed that because it did sound that like Norman was really they did a good job with that. Wow. Okay. Let's see. No, Jeremy's asking me what character I play. I thought about playing a bard, but I thought that might be a little redundant. You know, like people might think I'm kind of cheating because it's like I don't even have to try. I just be me. It's like an actor playing themselves. I didn't know. I didn't think that was a good move. I mean, certainly there's an appeal to playing a bard when you're a bard, but I just thought, no, let's try something different. And unfortunately, I chose a very difficult character to play. I'm playing a gnomish artificer. And this is all 5th edition for those of you keeping score. So yeah, that's a pretty rough character to play as far as rules and understanding it all if you've never played one before, and I haven't. Um, uh, Wizards, clerics, yes, I've done that and several different editions, but yeah, it's a bit different. It's a bit different, and figuring out the nuances to that character has been a challenge. But I think I've about got it. And thank you, Drew. That is true. I don't play a bard. I am a bard. So that's kind of what I meant. It seemed a little silly to just do that. Right, right. I guess I kind of did, Drew, describe your whole your whole career. You've done a little bit of everything, so I get it. I get it. Yeah, it is. It is a lot of fun, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, acting was kind of strange. I kind of just channeled my inner 15-year-old, and it worked great. Yeah, that was not a big stretch, but it was a lot of fun. So, Janine saying it was interesting. I don't know if that means it was good or she just found it weird, but I'll take it. At least it's not a negative comment, and I'm okay with that. Never claimed to be an actor, just a ham. That's all. Oh my gosh, yes, and let's see. We have this Thursday. We're going to be having it looks like a surprise show. I can't really talk about it, so not yet. We're finalizing a few details about with some permissions, I think. So just look for Thursday, and I think you'll enjoy it. I think it's going to be fun. Well, there'll be some more promotion about it as we finalize all that over the next few days on Life's Affair. So look for that. Oh, and Kathy, thanks. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And Alicia is saying that my inner 15-year-old isn't that far from the surface. She's not lying. Although in that regard, I just remembered when I was 15 going to all boys Catholic high school, and it wasn't very hard to act on that. Yeah, that was a weird time. So yes, Thursday should be interesting, and this coming up weekend I'll be back at Sherwood, and Alicia is going to come down to Sherwood too. So you'll if you're at Sherwood, you'll get to see her, and that will be awesome and great because yeah, I haven't seen her in forever. So that will be a lot of fun, and yeah, it'll be kind of relaxing. It won't be yeah, and Catholic schoolboy. Yeah, she's not lying. Um, yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun because it'll be Sherwood, except it'll be so easy for me because it'll just be like I'm just doing one fair for the weekend. So different, so novel, just so easy comparatively. I set the difficulty bar so high now with this last weekend. Everything's going to seem easy from now on. Oh, thank you. So I brought the young version of my ham. Okay, that works. Thanks, Janine. That's what I try to do. Oh, and Jan says she's going to be at Sherwood this Saturday. Wow, excellent. So Jan, you'll get to see Alicia as well. So that is awesome. So a lot of fun. Always good. So yeah, I don't know if I have a lot of news or anything. Most of it was just this last weekend and Norman and Sherwood and doing all of that. So many crazy. I may just let the 7 reasons kind of go ahead and talk about the last weekend because that's kind of the gist of it, really, when you think about it. Uh, it really. All right, Alicia, that's right. She'll be in there in spirit, but Bonnie Moffat will surely be there. That's true. She'll be in character. I always forget that because I'm an oddity at Faire. I am myself at Faire. I'm Andrew McKee. I don't really put on a character at Faire. Um, I I did a little bit the first 6 months I started doing Faire back in the day, but when I started doing pub gigs outside and a Faire and doing other things, fans from Faire would come there, and it was just weird to kind of separate the two, and it just didn't make much sense. And musicians, especially back then, got a lot more latitude about having to put on a character or all that kind of thing. So I just sort of I didn't worry about it. I just went ahead and was myself, which which I think worked. Just I figure I am a bard. I'll just be a bard, and who likes the music, and I think that's worked. I don't know what Drew's question means. Or at Faire. Keep in mind, I'm on so little sleep. You're gonna have to be specific in these comments. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to spell it out pretty well, cause I'm not brain dead, but there's yeah. I mean, yeah. I probably should have had a small shot of caffeine, and I think that would have been good. Yeah, that's true. No split personalities for Andrew. I don't think so. No, 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 no. I never get confused about who I am. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I was going to say acts are a lot less likely to have a character than street characters. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and that's kind of it. Generally, performers tend to not. I think there's been more of a tendency these days for acts to have more be characters than there was like 20 years ago. That's my opinion and my experience. That may not be universally true. I mean, different regions of the country do fairs differently sometimes. But oh, oddity at Faire, and then okay, Drew's saying that I said that I was an oddity at Faire, and he said at Faire. Okay, that's gosh, such a valid statement. Yeah, maybe I'm just an oddity in general, but in that respect, I'm an oddity at Faire. Let's put it that way. And yes, and Mark, thanks for putting it at the well dot 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 and leaving it there. I appreciate that. That was, I'll call that support at that point. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I put together a 7 reasons that the 7 reasons that the Life's Affair staff are like rock stars. Because after this last weekend, oh my gosh, the amount of work all of us put into things was extreme. And for those of you who've been following us for the last year or anywhere close to that, you know there have been some weeks where it's been nuts. So for me to say that, you have an idea. So yes, let's go ahead to 7 reasons. 7 reasons the Life's Affair staff are rock stars. Yes, let's do that. And that'll also tell you a little bit about what the last 5 days was for us. Okay, number 7. And I'm very proud of this fact. We committed 0 felonies in the last few weeks, despite the high levels of stress. So, I mean, not that there was a huge scare with that, but there were a few moments. Let's just say I really wanted to keep mine at misdemeanors because, yeah, I don't want to be arrested again. But that's a different story. So, number 6. Here we go. Yeah, we dealt with several social media platform issues. Glitching, including like on Thursday, there was a complete blackout on Facebook for a while on Thursday afternoon, which really messed up a lot of stuff. You might have noticed we didn't do a Thursday night show. We were going to do a preview for Norman, and it didn't happen because, yeah, all the social media issues and a lot of craziness. So, yes, yeah, it was really, really nuts. So, dealing with that was interesting, but the fact that we all dealt with it, and I think we did a pretty good job. I'm very happy that things went as well as they did. So, okay, number 5. We condensed months of planning into, well, weeks or days. I mean, it was crazy, especially Lee and Alacia. I mean, but yeah, I mean, me too. I had to get a lot of videos together kind of last minute, and it was a bit rough. And doing the promotion and getting everything together, the mountains they moved, it was astonishing to me. So yeah, definitely rock star work. Okay, then number 4. Oh yeah, this is my least favorite. The main production computer crashed, which is a nice way of saying my computer crashed. Yeah, I mean, for those of you who know technology at all, the pump in my water cooler on my CPU decided to stop. And I've tweaked my computer so much that the computer didn't shut down immediately when that happened, like a normal computer would, because I'd shaved off so much power and heat that it didn't quite get there. So it tried to struggle and keep going, and I didn't realize it until a bit later what was going on. It caused a lot of problems, and that was tough. That was very tough. I managed to fix it in under 6 hours. I went and got a new cooler and installed it, got it all set up, computer up and running, fixed what needed to be fixed, and boom, we were good. So that was great, but no. Actually, if a fan stopped working in the computer, the same issue would happen. Water cooling is great because it's well, I mean, it actually keeps the computer and the CPU cooler than just a fan setup would. I mean, usually at least by 10 degrees, sometimes more, and keeps it from getting hot, which usually prolongs the life of your computer. And that fan, that pump, and everything I'd had in there, it was over 5 years old. It was kind of getting there, and yeah, I mean, and honestly, that was the first water cooler I'd had, so I really didn't know the longevity of those things. This was an interesting test. So yeah, so if you get more than 5 years, you need to start paying close attention. So good rule of thumb. Yes, yes, yes. Um, there was a lot going on Thursday night. Oh well, it was a sealed thing. It's not going to leak. I mean, it's very well sealed. Even when I remove it, never there's no the water. It's all completely sealed when you buy it and when you install it and everything. You never see the liquid, and it's technically not water. I mean, it's yeah. So no, it's no problem. Yeah. Anyway, um, wow. Okay. And well, yeah, don't get me started, Jeremy. If we're going to talk about liquid being the culprit, I mean, we can also go into the nuclear power plants in Japan, and it's all crazy, but this was very mild compared to that, and we got through. So number three reason, and this is a big one. Our moderation team managed trolls, scalpers, and fended off a coordinated cyber attack, and no one even knew. I mean, they were working like uh, crazy in the background, doing all this stuff and dealing with it, and managed to make it work. And a lot of kudos go to Lee and Elisha on this. They were they were really working hard. So yeah, it's really really well done. Yeah, it's an interesting phenomenon. You can read up on it if you want, as far as what's going on. There's a lot of horrible phishing things going on with live festivals, and you really have to be, um, with online live festivals, and you really have to keep up with it. And they managed to do it, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Um, yes. So number two, number two, and this is yeah, this is true. We have become such experts at jumping through hoops that we are thinking of giving Cirque du Soleil a run for their money and taking our show on the road. I mean, yeah, I think we maybe should go to, make a side business as being acrobats. That's how many hoops we kind of jumped through. It was nuts. It was nuts. So yeah, yeah, I'm very proud of that. So yes, number one reason that the Life's Affair staff are rock stars, and this is definitely the most true, I think. Um, online, we did an online festival while I was performing at a fair, right? I mean, that's a level of moonlighting I never expected to ever do. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I have done it where I've done a fair, and then that night I played a gig. You do it on a Friday night, you play a gig and then do fair. Or on a Saturday night, you'll do fair all day and then do a gig. And that's pretty crazy. It's tough. But this, it's kind of like that because all day Friday and Friday night, prepping videos and getting stuff lined up and staying up insanely late to make sure everything's set up. And then Saturday, doing fair all day and checking in at regular intervals to make sure everything's running smooth. And then Saturday night, as soon as you get back, doing the night stream and running that, and then doing more videos and editing till ultra late, and then going back to fair the next morning. Wow, it was nuts. I yeah, yeah. All things considered, pretty good, pretty good. And thank you, Liz. Thank you. Um, yeah, yeah. It was interesting. So definitely not a boring time. Definitely not a boring time. So that has been sort of my week. I'm I'm I don't know how caught I am on sleep right now, but I'll be a lot better tomorrow. I'll say that. Yeah, there was a little discussion earlier today about do we need to not do Fairlife tonight? I mean, should we just cancel it for this week because we're all pretty wiped, and I know Andrew, you're very wiped, and I was like, no, 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 no. It may be a short show, but I'm going to do it because one of the great things that I loved about the weekend was the number of people at Sherwood who came up to me and just said, "Oh, I've been following you on Life's Affair, and great job. I've really enjoyed it." And a few people even specifically mentioned Fairlife tonight, and that was so wonderful to hear. We've done this for a year, but it's always been online, and we haven't gone out at all because of COVID. So going out and actually getting that feedback where people go out of their way to mention it, that was just so wonderful to hear. So thank you all for that. And that kind of steeled me and said, no, no, we're doing Fairlife. We are doing this. I wanted to make sure that happened. And yeah, you're welcome, Tanya. That's really, yes. I'm glad you liked it because it was we're all really proud of everything we've done in this last weekend and everything. It was I am not going to take any lion's share of credit on this. No, 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 no. It was so much a group effort that everybody had to do a lot of extra work to make it work. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened. And not just from Life's Affair, a lot of different people from Norman and everybody jumped in. I mean, it was just amazing. So yeah, it is just everybody deserves a big pat on their back, really, and really great working with all y'all. So yes, on that note, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have for today. I'm gonna get a nap and then wake up later and rest for a while and then go to sleep. Probably something like that. I don't know if it's good for me or bad for me, but I just feel like it. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm better than you would think under the circumstances, but I definitely need another day to normalize, and I think I'll get there. But I'm looking forward to Sherwood this coming up weekend, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of y'all there. And I'll leave you with just go check out the Norman videos online on Facebook and YouTube because I guarantee there are going to be some really great things that you will enjoy. I guarantee because it's a huge variety of interesting stuff and fun stuff, and some surprises, things I really wasn't expecting. Oh, and yes, on YouTube the ARG Blue. Okay, that's interesting. That saying that Sherwood wiped them out too, and the heat got to me. And yeah, it was pretty hot. Honestly, the heat didn't get to me too bad. I don't know if it's because during all of this in Life's Affair, I'd be working in here, for 12-hour days, and I kind of set the thermostat pretty high, I think, to kind of train for when Faire came out again, because I was worried I'd get used to the cold. And yeah, I mean, I didn't put on the heater really. Just I when it was warm, I let the temperature go up a little bit, and I think that helped because I think I kind of trained for it. So the heat didn't get to me too bad. I don't know if I was just lucky, or I also tried to stay in the shade as much as I could, so that was good. But I did do a crazy number of shows over the weekend. I upped it to 6 stage shows, which I don't think I've ever done at a fair before. Because if you're going to do that, this was the weekend to start doing that, right? And I think the plan is I'm going to do it again next weekend, 6 stage shows. So that should be interesting. So something to look forward to. Again, thanks, and have a great week. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you on Thursday, and I'll see some of you on the weekend. And I look forward to talking to you soon. So take care, and have a good one.